So it's been a while since I made one of these videos. Actually, I don't think I made one at all in like the month of April. I don't even remember. I don't think so. I just been working and dealing with life like the rest of us are. You know, I'm not special or anything. I'm just telling you, you know, if you out here working and you don't have time to do things you like or want to do, it's okay. It happens. So in this video, I just want to, you know, hopefully you're feeling well before I start. Hopefully you're feeling well, right? Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, if you believe in that kind of thing. I hope you're doing well. I hope any goals that you have, you're setting the stones down. You know, if you're actually into them, continue to go after them. And if you're just trying to lay the groundwork and figure it out, it's okay. Take your time. I know I'm doing things right now that are challenging, that have worn me out a little bit, that's making me tired, right? But it's okay. It's life, and you just gotta learn. And me being a young adult, and whoever's watching this specifically, I want people my age range and younger to watch this, as some of you already know, right? But whoever watched this, just receive, listen, digest. You have any feedback, please do so and share, right? So in this little video, I just want to speak a little bit about emotionally being drained, mentally being drained, right? When people say they're tired, they don't always mean like they're physically tired. Like, I know growing up when I was little, my mom used to always be like, I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired. She used to always say that all the time. And I was just like, okay, work is tiring. But I come to realize over the years as I grew older is that it's not that you're physically tired, and work is not even necessarily tiring itself. It's dealing with people. It's dealing with your emotions. It's dealing with your thoughts. All those kind of things drain you. Can really, really drain you really, really bad. And sometimes it just makes you not have no energy to do anything. You know, you have things that you are motivated to do, you're inspired to do, you believe that you want to do. There's things that you love and you know you care about, but you just don't have the juice. You don't have the juice to do what it is that you want to do, because work is draining. Your emotions are draining, right? Your thoughts are draining, and it happens to a lot of us. But sometimes I don't think people sit down and like realize like we're dealing with stuff, and that's what's making us drain. And we blame it on work. We blame it on work sometimes, or like just in general, we blame it on the wrong things. Sometimes people blame it on work. Work is not necessarily draining. It's sometimes it's the fact that emotionally, physically, spiritually, whatever you believe, you know, is in the way. Right? On the average, you know, the average person wakes up about 7, 6 o'clock to go to work, right? 6 o'clock. Some people wake up at 5, 5:30, depending on how far you live, what kind of job you work, like. Some people get up earlier than that. Who knows? But the average time frame is between 6 and 7:30-ish, something like that, right? You already got to get up in the morning and get ready, regardless of how you feel. Then you got to accept the fact that you got to go to work to a job that you may not even like. Then you got to accept the fact that you're going to a job that you don't like with people you don't like. And then you got to deal with the fact that, you know, you're traveling, your commute, your gas, what if your car breaks down, what if you're late. You got to think about all these things, and that stuff can be draining. And for a moment, you may find yourself not wanting to do nothing. And the other side of this is like, where the anger management comes in a little bit, just for me personally, is like dealing with episodes of high anger, high anxiety, high stress, you know, all that, high demands at your job, from your family, from your friends, whatever the case may be. That stuff is draining. It can be draining. You have to acknowledge it for what it is. Sometimes people like to blame the demands of where they have to work, and guess what? You can't use that as an excuse, because everybody has to work. Everybody has to do stuff they don't want to do. So you got to suck that up eventually. But what you can do differently that some people don't do is acknowledge what's wrong. Acknowledge what's not right. Like, acknowledge how you feel and break down how you feel and get some time to know yourself. So that's all I'm saying here or whatnot is when you experiencing a feeling of fatigue, the word probably to use best in this situation is fatigue. It's not even tired, like, because tired means I need a nap. Tired means if I go to sleep, I'm gonna feel good. People don't really break it down and be like, man, like, I'm not going to say you got to walk around and be like, I'm fatigued, man. I'm fatigued. Like, no, you don't got to say that word. But understand that there's a level to what you're talking about. Saying I'm tired and I need a nap and I'm exhausted and I'm fatigued, I'm drained. Like, you know, certain people who been there know the difference between what you're talking about. So just keep in mind that sometimes your emotions going up and down, up and down can be draining, right? That can have a long-term effect on you mentally. That can have a long-term effect on you. Just short, briefly, that is one of the key things in PTSD in people, is the constant up and down of emotions. You can get PTSD from war, from combat, from military people, that kind of typical example of PTSD. You can get PTSD from being arrested, from dealing with police, from getting jumped, from being bullied, from being in a high-stakes situation with your friends or your family. Your relationship could be toxic, very damaging. You could be fighting and whatnot. That can give you PTSD. The up and down of emotions can be draining, and you have to realize and acknowledge that fact. So I'm gonna just leave it there for the day. That's my little tidbit for the day for you to take home or just digest and whatnot. Like I said before, feedback, share, comment, send it to somebody. If you don't need this, but you hear me, send it to somebody you think needs it, right? Send them my way. Drop a like, leave a comment, share, all that good stuff. Hope you're feeling well mentally. Check in with your son.